right, hello.
Hey, Giant.
So, when you're on the camera, do you want me to come in?
Jake.
Live
Yeah. Jake, come in.
All right, Shalom.
Quiet.
You come on. No, if I want to go with Charleston, you have me just stand.
No, you
all the time.
can.
Okay.
Shit.
But then come back, check on you.
Come.
This is
Trying to make sure I get us all in this motherfucker.
all right, Shalom. We want to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
the honors and apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, peace, blessings, and salutations to you members of this elect, the hopeful elect, rather, shall I say, out there. All right, pushing the word, all right, listening and learning. All right, hey, this is GMS Chicago. All right, we're over here off of 53rd Street. All right, just prophesying the downfall, in the wake of the new election. All right, 53rd and Kempler. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:3. It said, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape."
All right, so hey, pretty much, hey, you people think that just because Joe Biden was the one that was able to win, that everything's gonna go all good and stuff. Guess what? You people are in trouble, man. Because
That's red.
He's still an Edomite, man. And when it comes down to Esau, Edom, guess what? He got some perpetual hatred against you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
They're green.
You know what I'm saying? And guess what?
You know,
The
it's
troops
the
are gonna
time
come down.
to say,
You know what I'm saying?
red
And they're
dot
gonna
shoes,
run
stop
through you
waiting.
niggas, man.
What do you stop? You say stop. This is the time. 2 minutes in.
But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day shall overtake you as a thief.
Right, so when it comes down to the men of the Lord who know this wisdom, you know what I'm saying? We understand that they are towards the end, and that all the things that's happening and stuff is actually going to get worse than actually get better. Because we in the know, because the Lord has forewarned us about these things, man. We already know that we in the end times right now, man.
That's right. Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness.
Right, so when it comes down to you, 2/3 of Israel, or everybody who wants this place to continue to go on, and guess what? You all the children of darkness and stuff because you all asleep. The president that you have never helped you niggas out, but just released more privileges for you and stuff so you can settle for captivity.
But those were those benefits that it talks about in Second Ezra, man. Those were those distractions that people saw. Those were those distractions that people saw as a benefit or a pleasure. But we don't have these in the other countries. America was sought as a way of freedom. Little did these people know when they came from the other countries, America has just as a lack of freedom as those other countries. The only thing is that they had more of a far better deception, man. Because you're about to see all that totalitarianism, that Marxism, that communism is about to be pushed in America right now.
You like to smooth things out. You like to make it so big. Right now,
Hey, a permanent womb like a woman.
A permanent womb, man. All right. It says, and it's gonna be all green and pussy, everything pussy coming out of it, man. All right. It's gonna be told it's nasty. You can't heal America, man. All right. It's so she may be healed. People that heal Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, people that deal with her, man. All right. Let us go, everyone, to his own country. That's where everybody in America. America was known as what the golden city. Everybody actually thought America, what is called the golden city in the scripture. Everybody thought America was actually made of the gold because what? It symbolized prosperity. Right? That's why everybody come here, make money off America, live in America, go back and forth from America, send back to their relatives, everything, man. Some of corporate office in America, living in America. Right. It says right here, for her judge reach unto heaven, it is lifted up even to the skies, man. All right. So, hey, man, Esau, it was Queen of Babylon, man. He transgressed. He did so many transgressions, man. All right. He can't escape his judgment, man. All right. And also, he actually got damn garbage in his face. This man gotta go, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Space trash.
Space trash, man.
Island. Yeah.
Well, it's trash as big as Texas.
But it's called garbage. It's not even on the island. It's called Garbage Island.
Oh,
It's really just all made out of trash. That's how big
damn.
the fuck it is.
Yeah.
I got a piece up. This is second Ezra chapter 4. Verse I'm starting at verse 28. It says, but as concerning the things whereof thou askest, I will tell thee, for the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. Right. Because the Lord still letting this place build up, man. And little do you people know, Biden being voted into office and Kamala Harris being voted into office, that's only to stimulate the destruction of this place because there's a lot more.
Yeah, come on.
The wickedness is about to occur, man. We're about to see a lot more wicked things occur, man.
But you tell Jake that they don't understand. Listen, when you look up at the fact, who's the vice president? Biden. What the hell you think he's gonna do for you? Nothing. Matter of fact, 47 years in office. All this nigga did was make all types of things, man. And honestly, Biden's a bigger devil than Trump. If you look up your history, he really is, right? This man sided with the KKK legislators in Mississippi that was sitting in the Senate. That should show you the direction and nature of Esau, man. He's not for you. The scripture says, never trust thy enemies. And the mass majority of you Negroes went out and voted for a fucking devil, man. You should be ashamed of your goddamn selves, man.
Let me get one.
Go ahead.
Let me get Ezekiel 21, verse 9. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. So these people don't know that the Lord is getting this sword ready for them, man, with Biden. Okay, because like King David said, to keep that sword away from it, which is our enemy. And Esau is that sword, man. So, hey, it's on and popping now.
Right, you said Jake voted for Biden, right? Yeah, let's go with the scriptures, man. Right, and also calling the damn Arab master. Master. He ain't no master, man. Talking about Fard Muhammad, man. All right, we are Fard Muhammad's master, man. He do what the hell we say. All right, he don't do what we say in the kingdom, man. All right, gonna get a swift kick in the ass. All right, it says right here, Deuteronomy 17 and 15. It said, thou shalt anywise set him king over thee, whom Yahweh thy power choose one from among thy brethren.
Right, so you're supposed to choose the king of your own nation.
Right.
Not a king from another nation.
Come on,
Biden ain't of our people. Obama wasn't of our people, man.
Right.
If you do your history on it, man.
Go ahead.
No, just because you dark skinned don't mean you're of the same nation, man. All right, Clint.
Look at example. Look where Harold Washington got elected here in Chicago. We had all the programs, Jake, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
All right, because you did the right thing. Because Harold Washington was a Israelite, man. Exactly. But when you vote Daley in, Daley came and took all that shit away, man. He took all those summer programs. He took all that shit away.
Man, all the Democratic Party wants you niggas to do is lean on them, right? So you can get those gifts because the Democratic Party heavily do, right? Is make all these what do you say, government assisted programs, man.
Yep.
And Jake eat that shit up, and they lean to stay up on the staff of Egypt. Ultimately, that's gonna bite you in the ass because the Harvite
D chip is coming, and that's gonna be the next government fucking supplement, man.
What's that syndrome where the mama keep making a child sick and the child not even sick? It's, I forget what it's called, but it's like when the mama keep their child sick.
A placebo? No, that's
No,
not. No.
monstral something like monstral syndrome where the child's not sick, but the mama keep them sick.
That's what was her name? Gypsy something. There's a whole show about it on Hulu where the mom had did that, man.
Oh, it's called Johnson syndrome. It's
She
called
was,
Johnson syndrome.
She was
Johnson syndrome.
making her daughter sick so they could get all that little aid and shit. And damn daughter ended up killing her mama.
Exactly.
Yep. And that's what the Democratic Party doing, man.
But that's one of in the scriptures, and they talk about that too, man. That these people are gonna turn on you, man.
Hey, you got niggas on Facebook Live hooping and hollering over Biden. That nigga's the enemy, man.
We get this. Deuteronomy 17:15 continue. It said, thou mayest not say a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother. All right, and Biden's an Edomite. He's not our brother, man. He's not among the 12 tribes of Israel, man.
Right.
All right,
And he's our natural born enemy.
right, and
Right.
he
Negroes voted for.
right, man. That's it,
And hey, even if you voted for Trump, he was going up just as well. Because
Right.
people, man.
Come on.
It's Isaiah chapter 36, verse 6. It says, Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh king of Egypt to all that trust in him. You know, so what's going to happen? We're all going to trust on these devils and whatnot. They're going to show their
Oh, yeah, they're claiming that.
show
Yeah,
their
yeah,
devil for you. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to destroy people and stuff because they're going to bring in these armies pretty soon, man.
And what do you say? I believe that's Isaiah 30 said
Yeah,
they trust in no pressure.
I can get that. This Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. It says, Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. It says that woke to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh.
That's exactly what you niggas did by voting. You strengthened yourself in Pharaoh. All right? You didn't walk by the counsel of Yahweh Shalom Shah. All right? Go ahead.
It says, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
Right, you guys trust in the shadow of Egypt. The shadow of Egypt is America, if you did not know that, man. Right? Which is also the shadow of Rome. All right? Go ahead.
It says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
Right. And the mass majority of you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans are confused. It was proof on Tuesday, man. Niggas standing outside waiting to go vote for a goddamn devil, man. Right? Name me one good thing the so-called white man done for you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. He's a platinum plan, this. Listen, they stole you from a country, beat your ass, put you in slave chains, and you niggas still voted for them. How stupid are you?
They stole your damn
Stole
your
your
riches.
heritage.
Stole your heritage and stole your gold and shit. The shit you like, you love to rap about. Bling bling. Esau got your shit.
Exactly. They got the impurities in that bullshit, man.
Right.
I got one.
Up ass fucking fake diamonds and shit.
But the more important thing, they stole your heritage.
Yeah.
And then they put in your textbooks and put it in your face while you grew up in school.
I got one. I got Isaiah 31. Woe to them.
Come on, Pass.
Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many.
Right,
And horsemen.
You guys are trusting in this government. Pretty soon you're going to trust in their army system because that's who's going to be handing out all those packages. See, what you people don't know, this mass food shortage, this coronavirus is shutting the economy down. Right? And pretty soon, so-called everybody's going to have to depend on their fucking government, man.
That's right. Because you know what? What is Biden and Harris going to bring? Just mass fucking shutdown. Because they're for this goddamn stupid ass coronavirus shit, man. Not that Trump really wasn't. You know, because at the end of the day, Regina Tron killed him or some bullshit. It was all through it was a mass fucking deception, man. It's like overtaking people, man. You people about to be
what you people getting ready to do here in America, man. You're about to become servants, slaves unto the government, which most of you already are, but it's going to get physical again, man. All right? Hey, you got mass riots going across the world about coronavirus shutdown. Hey, in the EU, you can't even leave your fucking house without calling your government. That's coming over here to America, man.
Hey.
And a lot of you can walk through, brother. You good?
Don't they get like a 10, like 30 minutes? and shit?
Right. They don't give you only got like a 3-mile radius. That's it.
It's Genesis 47 and 17. And they brought their cattle unto Joseph, and Joseph gave them bread in exchange for portions.
Right.
And for
Go ahead.
and for the flocks, and for the cattle of the herds, and for the asses. And he fed them with bread for all their cattle for that year.
Right. So for the lack of food, there was a famine in Egypt. These people start to give away their riches.
Come on.
Now let's take that into contrast with America. Your gold, your silver, your different resources. All right, go ahead. Because pretty soon that's going to fail. Go ahead. Right. That's stupid. Get the goddamn cattle. Go ahead.
It said when that year was ended, they came unto him the second year and said unto him, we will not hide it from my Lord, after our money is spent. My Lord also hath herds of cattle. There is not all left in the
That's what you guys are doing. That's the next thing coming to America. Because they're going to need to know who has corona and who doesn't. And this is a big plan, a pandemic, if you will, right, to put a lot of you people in captivity. All right? When we go back to the law, all right, if you put an oil in your ear, you become a servant for life.
Exodus chapter 21, verse 1. It says, now you go to the point.
You go straight to the point.
All right, this is Exodus chapter 21, verse 5. It says, and if that servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free. It says, then his master shall bring him unto the judges. He shall also bring him to the door or unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with the awl. It says, and he shall serve him forever.
Right. Now there's a right-handed awl like that. There's a left-handed awl, which goes with Isaiah and that hand being pierced. Which goes to that Revelations 13 and 10. That mark of the beast, man. That's what's getting ready to come to America. Right? There's only two major prophecies really left. Right? The hour of temptation, which is the mark of the beast that's going to be released upon the whole world, which is this RFID chip, which is going to be the new form of the monetary system. All right? And World War III. Now, of course, you got your little skirmishes. You're going to have Jacob's troubles, of course. But, hey, if Greece didn't last, Rome didn't last, Egypt didn't last, what makes you people think America's going to last? All right? You're out your damn minds.
Go ahead. It said, buy us in our land for bread, and we in our land will be servants unto Pharaoh. And give us seed that we may live and not die, that the land be not desolate.
Yep. So, hey, these people are going to give over because there's going to be a food crisis, a famine. All right? And the Lord is getting ready to, when a lot of you so-called black folks, same black folks that went out here and voted for Biden, you guys do not believe in the scriptures. All right? Because your pastors feeding you BS Sunday in and Sunday out. All right? Go ahead. But you know what? Jake think they living it up. Hey, you think we get all the goddamn stimulus packages and things of that? Go out here eating lobster, shrimp. Hey, these guys gonna think they're really living it up. And the Lord is gonna shut this place down right before your eyes.
Isaiah 31 and 1. Go to them that go down to Egypt,
Come on.
They are very strong, but they look not into the Holy One of Israel.
Right. No, you break down.
So they trusting in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Egypt is modern day America. They talk about, oh, let's go build Black Lives Matter again. Let's go build Black Wall Street. How you gonna build it up and keep on shutting the government down?
Hey, hold it. Get Deuteronomy 28, 49. This is Black Wall Street. So I get that quick. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse
walk through.
49. It says, and thou shalt grope at noonday as the blind gropeth in darkness.
Right, you grow up in darkness, man. You don't know what the hell's going on. You don't know your Israelite. You don't know the Heavenly Father named Yahweh. You don't know that his son named Yahweh. Everybody here calls Jesus. You just don't know any damn thing.
Hey, like my father used to say, you don't know your asshole from the hole in the ground.
Yeah, that's why Jake goes out philosophy. He goes,
It says, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled forevermore.
and spoil for at once. Ain't gonna be no more dead. Ain't gonna be no Black Wall Street, man. This place is your pomp. He said, this place is not your rest stop in Micah chapter 2, verse 10, man.
Hey, look up and down the street. Now, this is a heavy area where the uppity Jakes come, man.
Yep.
Jake ain't giving a fuck about the word of the Lord. Jake ain't giving a fuck about their salvation. That's why the Lord is going to jack you niggas up from head to toe
And how many Jakes
when this
passed
shit
by
get
here?
unleashed.
A lot of
A
Jakes.
lot of Jake, man.
Yeah.
Do y'all not know the Proud Boys are arming up to fucking cause a coup? All right?
Right, he said that on World Star Hip Hop. He said that if Trump,
Stand back and stand back.
he said one of the Proud Boys, he said that if Trump win and stuff, he already know that these different black so-called black militias and stuff are gonna try to start war. But he said if Biden win and stuff, it's like us rednecks, we coming and we coming strong.
That's that sword.
He gonna go out like Nero.
Right, that's that
Trump
sword.
gonna go out like fucking Nero. He ain't
Con.
gonna give up the seat.
He
He's
didn't want to.
Con. I got Ezekiel 9:4, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations.
right. You niggas signed the crime for what happened to your people? Are you signing the crime because your people got put in slavery? Or you voting for a fucking cracker, man? Go ahead.
And that cry for all the abominations that have been in the midst thereof. And to the others he said, in my hearing, go after him through the city and smite them. Let not your eyes spare, neither have pity.
He said smite them. So the Lord is getting ready to slay a lot of you niggas. Y'all think getting shot in the street is something. Man, wait till the Lord come down here and terrorize you niggas, man.
Kick your doors down, man.
Wait till martial law come in, man. Wait till you see troops, stormtroopers, storm your house, take your mother, take your sister, cut them from ear to ear, and put your ass in a concentration camp. That's what's getting ready to happen to America, man.
And that could happen even you give yourself over to the chip, man.
Yeah,
Right? Esau's he's a serpent, man. He don't give a shit. Well, His ultimate plan is to destroy the 12 tribes of Israel. It says in the scripture, eat and seek and save his life shall lose it, man. So that very well will, more than likely, will happen to a lot of these niggas, man. They're gonna take that shit, you're gonna take that vaccine, everything that goes along with whatever Esau promised you, and you're gonna perish along according to that, man.
Gift destroyed for heart, man.
Let y'all finish that 6.
Go ahead.
Slay utterly old and young.
Right, it says slay utterly, not slay a little bit or slay minutely. No, utterly, man. Hey, when the Lord get his vengeance, he coming for you niggas too. Because the blood of Yahweh shines on all you 2/3, man. So this is part of his big payback. Go ahead.
Slay utterly old and the young, both maids and little children and
Right,
women.
both maids, little children, and women. This coming straight out the Bible. And hey, 90% of you Negroes believe in the Bible, but y'all never read the Bible. The Lord said kill maids, little children, and women. That's Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that don't get right with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man.
They get upset. Oh, the Lord, why did he kill children? Why he kill the little Egyptian babies or the Canaanite babies? But you're not making a, but you're
These
not,
niggas don't
but you're not
believe
signing
that the
crime,
Lord did
but you're
that.
not signing crime that the so-called black woman killing babies at the abortion clinics. Man. Right.
Con.
You people, you out
Or
here,
you niggas killing each other in the goddamn streets.
Right, you ain't crying about that.
But then crying about Black Lives Matter.
Right, Black Lives Matter,
They only
but we shooting each other,
They only
man.
doing that shit 'cause it's a fad, man. Shit, It's what's in now. Black Lives Matter, but they voted for motherfuckers like
Right.
Kamala and Biden.
Right.
And you know what?
The launch of the-
Hey, Kamala, that bitch was putting niggas under the prison, man.
Con.
For minute crimes, man. Just to work her way up in Washington, man.
And withholding fucking evidence. Niggas actually were put on death row and she withheld evidence that could have got them clean and cleared, man.
Didn't they make that movie Fruit with Michael B. Jordan? Yeah, that was because of her prosecuting got that man in that situation.
And Kamala Harris is a damn Edomite, man. She's a chocolate Edomite terror bearer, man. She's a terror, man. Her father's blood ain't go back to a damn Edomite.
Terror Bear, yeah, I ain't never heard that.
Hey, what it is,
I'm keeping that one.
Jake, the point is, the Lord counted that bitch as a fucking heathen.
Right.
I got it. This shit wicked.
Hey, but you know what that shows you? Satan and Eve getting back together.
Yeah.
Perfect.
God.
And that's how it had to fucking end.
Because
It
it
got-
started that way, it's going to end that way, but Yahweh Shah is going to overcome all that, man.
God.
Go ahead. What else you got?
This is 2 Chronicles chapter 15, verse
Yes.
12.
Where's that? Hey, who ain't going to... Wow, that was the next scripture I was going to call for. I didn't know if it was Kings or Chronicles. Go ahead.
It's 2 Chronicles 15 and 12. It says, and they enter into a covenant to seek the glory, Yahweh power of their fathers with all their heart and with all their soul. That whosoever would not seek the Lord power of Israel should be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman. You know, so if you ain't seeking after the Lord, you're not seeking after your true power, you're seeking after something else, then guess what? That's high treason. And what's the punishment for treason? Off with your head, man.
Hey, what Yahweh Shah said? Hey, grab that. You niggas don't know death. And you about to meet the death keeper, man.
It's Luke chapter 19, verse 27. And it reads, but those mine enemies which would not that I should reign over them.
Right, that's including Jake. Jake don't want to get right with the Lord. Go ahead.
Bring hither and slay them before me.
Which, hey, when you really go into that word, is decapitate, man. All right? Off with your damn heads, man.
This is Jeremiah 16 and 3. It said, for thus saith the daughters that are born in this place, and concern grievous deaths, they shall not be limited, neither shall they be buried. So just like how it is when it comes down to the geese and they go into all these different parts and whatnot, you see they shit all over where, that's how these people gonna be.
Hey, said the slain of the Lord is going to go from one end of the earth to the other. Said the blood is going to come up to the horse's bridle. You got...
It says, but they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth, and they shall be consumed by the sword and by famine, and their carcasses shall be meat for the fowls of heaven and for the beasts of the earth.
Now, let me tell you something. Gun sales are going up. But you know the ironic part of that? Ain't no goddamn bullet. So what are you people gonna do?
Sirach chapter 13, verse 1. He that touched the pit shall be defiled therein, and he that hath felled with a proud man shall be like unto him. All right, so yeah, you vote for Biden all the down for the system. Hey, you gonna suffer the same consequences as Esau, man. It's creepy. It said, burn not thyself above thy power while thou livest. Have no fellowship with one that is mightier and richer than thyself.
Which is Esau over Jake. And a lot of you guys are trying to be buddy-buddy with the so-called white man, and his biblical name is Esau Edom.
Yep,
All right?
for how agree the cattle and the earthen pot together? He asked a question, right? He said, for if one be smitten
the spirit
against
is
the other,
beautiful.
it shall be broken.
It should be broken.
Yep, it says the rich man have done wrong, and yet he threatened with fall. The poor man is wrong, and he must entreat also. All right? It says right here, it said, if thou be for his profit, he will use thee.
What the hell you think Biden doing?
Yeah.
What the hell you guys think these guys in politics is doing to you Negroes, man? Using the shit out your black ass, just like they used you in slavery. All right? They used you to build up the country, and they're gonna use you again.
Read again. If thou be for his profit, he would use thee. But if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee. Basically, fuck you. All right. And that's what been happening for the last 500 years, man.
Hey, shit, if somebody get like Jeremiah the 18th chapter, like the last.
He's all been using you and then discarded. He's supposed to kick your ass to the curb, curb, man. What he's done with you, man, he kicked your ass to the curb, man.
Hey, Obama kicked your ass to the curb,
God.
and Biden's gonna do the same fucking thing, man.
Hey, well, the thing is, a lot of Jake started kind of waking up after Obama, was out of office, and they didn't even participate in election. Most Jake didn't participate in an election when it came between Hillary and Trump in 2016. They said they fuck it, but then they ass just fell asleep and woke back up to this whole new bullshit, and now they're elected Biden, man, forgetting all the bullshit that Obama put their ass in, man.
Can I grab emergency right quick?
Go ahead.
Isaiah 13 and 14. And it shall be as a chase roe, and as a sheep that no man take up, they shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone into his own. And everyone that is
What's going on right now in America? Like these merchants, they're fleeing America because America's economy is done with, man. As you see, every fucking nation is going back into their goddamn homeland, trying to work on their own fucking economy because America is drained. Like they got to say, drain the swamp. That's what Trump said. The Lord is really about to drain this place, man. All right, go ahead.
everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes.
Right, your itty bitty babies, man. Tyrone, Pookie, all right, gonna get slaughtered, man, during these times. And the only people that's gonna be protected is that Ezekiel 9, the man who have that mark of exemption, or whoever else the Lord deemed to be the elect, whether it be the men's families, their kids, their wives, so on and so forth, man.
Well, it's the people that were speaking against the beast, man.
Yep.
You know, when you cry, what does it mean? You speak out. You cry aloud. You scream. And you sigh, that means you fucking complain, man. You in this bitch, you're here complaining, like, what the fuck is going on? You talk, this is now a law? This stupid ass shit?
The filthy
This
conversations.
who's elected?
Like a lot.
Yeah, you're crying out, man, because the righteous judgment is not going forth, man. And that's who the Lord is setting that mark of position on, man. And that's why it says in Wisdom of Solomon, that's him. The man that was talking the shit to your ass, we called him crazy, man.
Right. This, yeah, come, go ahead.
If I may say stuff, the reason why the mark, the exemption, like the brother had said in Ezekiel the 9th chapter, the crying out and stuff is because we are spiritually being ravaged. Y'all saying according to Deuteronomy 22nd chapter.
We're being fucking raped. Not only was he really fucking raped, we're spiritually being fucking raped by the fucking white man. And the Lord about to come get his damsel in distress, man.
Woo.
On some real shit. Go ahead.
Django shit.
Yeah.
Their children shall be dashed to pieces.
He's gonna make the horse dance. He's gonna be the chariots. Go ahead.
Their children shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes, and their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished.
When you come back up here?
And this is Jeremiah 18 and 21. Therefore, deliver up their children to the famine, and pour out their blood by the force of the sword. And let their wives be bereaved of their children.
Jeremiah? Start at 20. Because these same men that's out here for your good, you guys speak evil of us, you talk shit upon us, you wish death upon us. Ultimately, you don't want to listen to the Lord. You didn't listen to Moses. So I for damn sure know you ain't gonna listen to us. Go ahead.
It's Jeremiah 18 and 20. Shall evil be recompensed for good? For they have digged a pit for my soul.
Yeah, they trying to kill Jeremiah, man. That's what y'all trying to do. Y'all trying to assassinate our character. Go ahead.
Remember that I have stood before thee to speak good for them and to turn away thy wrath from them.
Right. So we're out here prophesying, doing Isaiah 58:1, telling you Israelites that you're going off, repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand, so you can have salvation. Go ahead.
Therefore, deliver up their children to famine, to the famine. And
Right. So the prophet Jeremiah said, well, since they don't want to listen to me, Lord, deliver their children up to the famine. Go ahead.
and pour out their blood by the force of the sword.
Pour out their blood by the force of the sword. The modern day sword today are guns and different military weapons. Go ahead.
And let their wives be bereaved of their children and be with it.
That's what's happening and stuff on the news. Somebody's teenage son is already put to death.
But it's about to be amplified, man. Hey, have you ever seen bodies rolled over by tanks and Humvees? Right? There's nothing but mush after that tractor go over, man. That's how it's gonna be in these streets, man. Nobody's gonna be burying dead bodies, man.
It's gonna be no robots. No robots.
Yeah.
Like you putting a wood shed.
Oh, the wood chippers.
Yup, the wood chip robots gonna come, their person, fry that person up, spit them out. Like, hey, they might take, it's gonna be food shortage. They take the meat and package this hamburger meat, man.
God. And you gonna have vultures circling this place too, man.
Cannibalism is coming back in a big way. Thus saith the Bible. Go ahead.
It said, let the men be put to death. Let the young men be slain by the sword in battle.
Yeah, you young men, you niggas that's gonna go off to this war, y'all ain't coming back. Therefore, it's gonna be a lot of, it's gonna be righteous for us to deal with a lot of these single women, and they're gonna flock to the man of power. Thus saith the Lord.
Hey, well, and that's another thing too, man. It depends on. It's gonna be the man's choosing, because the man of the Lord might not want your ass. You know,
Right.
no matter how pretty you are, you know, what degrees you had, it's gonna be about if your spirit is right in that day, man.
If you've been with 100 guys, you can't hide pair bond. That's who be DNA cells.
Right.
God.
Shit like the Levites, they had to deal with a virgin.
That's in the law. It's Isaiah 32:2. And a man shall be a hiding place from the wind, and a covering from the tempest, and rivers of water in a dry place, and the shout of great rock in the land.
All right. The Lord, like you said, his chosen man is gonna be more precious than the gold of Ophir.
And the breakdown on this is basically, what is it? Everything that anybody would need, man.
Yeah, you need a holy man.
Right.
You need a holy man at the end of the day.
You thirsty? There's your water. You cold? There's your warm. You're hot? Here's the wind.
Hey, because those part of Jeremiah 36, times to take the trouble. Hey, those tough niggas that claim to be thugs and run the streets, man. Hey, man, they're gonna be a bunch of crying bitches, man. There's gonna be so much terror out here. They gonna see so much death, man. That's coming on. They're gonna be like little girls and shit, screaming and shit. I got you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This second Ezra chapter 16 verse 32. It says, the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel through. The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. You know? And it says, verse 34, it says, in the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish in famine. Right? So a lot of you women actually don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to crisis, you know what I'm saying? You don't know how to cook. You don't know how to what's it called, knit.
So
Yeah, you don't know how to do those things and stuff. So you're gonna be out here horrible and stuff. And that's gonna be the basement in Micah 7 and 10. Micah 7 and 10. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna cause you to come to a man of the Lord.
Hey, right.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say they don't know how to cook on a fucking gas stove, let alone actual fucking making a flame, man.
And not making an effort to do it. Why? Because they comfortable, man. They think this system America going forever, man. When you just order like frozen dinners, or you can ask somebody. I always see this on social media. My boyfriend, his chef, he comes to cook, man. All types of stuff, man. All right, women can't cook. I know women don't know how to cook and don't want to learn how to cook.
But guess what? With that same comfortability, a lot of these people are about to relax themselves into being controlled, man. Because what it is, if somebody has all those things that you need, you got to do what the fuck they say, man. No matter how severe it is that they say it. Well, all they got to say is, well, go your ass out there, man. And do it for yourself. And you don't know how to fucking do it. Half these niggas don't know how to even fucking hunt
No, you're right. You throw one of these little niggas in the wild, in the fucking wilderness, they'll die in the first week, man. They'll probably eat a goddamn poisonous berry or touch the wrong fucking leaves. A lot of you, man, my father was born in 1934, man. Right? You can dig a hole in the ground, make you TP sticks, flay you some deer meat and let the sun dry it out. And there you go, you have a meal. You get you a nice flat rock and put it over the fire and you cook.
And that mentality is going to take patience. Something this society does not breed, man. This society does not breed patience.
Right,
This is a microwave generation.
impatient. They all want it now.
You can look at these motherfuckers go to the stop sign and it just shows you the proof of this, the impatience of this place, man. People they don't understand righteous knowledge, man. And it starts with what? With patience. Exactly, man.
Let me,
McDonald's is
let me get Isaiah 5, verse 20. Woe to them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light, and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. So that's what you people just did by phoning in mind, saying that, oh, he can go with the good for you all. He's going to be bad, right?
And then, and a lot of things that Biden want to do, what they want homosexual rights, they want transgenderism, all this extra shit. God call it good, but according to the Bible, it's wickedness. You go to half of these churches, there's homosexuals in there. Like, that shit makes no sense.
And the Pope just said a civil union. He said, yeah, it could be a civil union, man. Union is the same thing as marriage, man. See, people don't look at words.
But who's going to stand up for righteousness?
Nobody.
Not you guys.
not one.
Hey, where the hell is TD Jakes? TD Jakes supposed to be condemned the Pope, man. For doing that,
You ain't under the Pope's thumb.
The Lord says He's changed not, man. His laws are not revised, man.
And then we say some shit, then it's hate speech. No, it's called righteousness. A man and a man can't fucking procreate. What type of shit is that?
Neither can a woman and a woman. These are wicked things, man. The Lord did not sanction that, man. He didn't, what they like to say, the Lord didn't create Adam and Steve, He created Adam and Eve.
How the man gonna make a baby by shoving his penis up another anal hole where feces come out?
Where death comes out.
Death come out. The purpose of your anal is to push the waste out of your body, after your body absorb the nutrients out your food, man. And yet food that will become waste and it pushes out.
It goes back to the earth, and it's actually good nutrients for the earth.
Right. It's not made. It's not
People
made.
don't understand that cycle.
It's not made. The anal's not made to put a penis in there and shove it in there. Right? It can't. No babies can't come out of there on extras. Right?
This is Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 17. It says, "There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel."
Right.
So when it comes down to sodomy and stuff, it's anal sex that the brothers talk about. But even if you with a woman and you heterosexual, you're still not supposed to do anal sex. That's sodomy. All right? And you're supposed to be selling your bodies, man. All right? I see a lot of that's going on there, man. And you women, you going to stand and use your damn brain to figure out your business, your self entrepreneur. You go to the OnlyFans page.
Right.
Being whores.
And the mass majority of our women being multiple men. That's not righteous.
That ain't cool, man. Then you gotta look at it this way for the fact that
King David had many wives. That's in the Bible. King Solomon had 700 wives. King Solomon had 700 wives. Now, and I guarantee you, hold on. I guarantee you this woman goes to church. Guarantee. Hey, read Isaiah 4:1. We're gonna read the scriptures, not getting our feelings like a woman or a female. You're so emotional. Just go down the street.
The first thing she could have did was ask the question of what it really pertains to.
All we said was better. But yeah, because she got cut.
She was a whore. This is Isaiah 4:1. It says, "And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel."
So I guess that's unrighteous. Hey, may the Lord destroy that woman. I ain't fucking around with you people. May judgment come upon you, man. And there you go. Call it something evil good. Because of how
That's what you got right before.
I got that. Go ahead.
Sirach chapter 39, verse 24, it says, "As his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked. For the good are good things created from the beginning, so evil things for sinners." And that's what it becomes, man.
Yeah.
Because y'all turn everything upside down into a cancerous thing.
I got something
If
else.
the stiletto fit,
All right,
then wear it.
this gonna be in the kingdom, man. But she's so
CISO's gives America taught her that it's cool for a woman to have multiple dick rides, man. All right, right here, Isaiah 62:22. A little one should become 1,000 and show one a strong nation. I Yahweh hasten in his time. So man gonna have more than one wives in the kingdom, man. It's not going
But
on
you know
having
what?
more than one woman.
It's-
One woman can't do it because it'll fuck up all you.
I didn't even say all about women. I said most. She was cut. She was guilty.
Hey, let me grab it right here.
Yeah.
Hebrews 4:12. For the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful, and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is discerning of the thoughts and intents of the heart.
So your whole life just got cut. Because you probably about 57, 58, and you probably had 25 to 30 dicks up in you. Let's just be honest about it.
We said pride comes before destruction.
Yeah.
Now if that bitch go to the hospital, go to the clinic, and they say you got HIV or you got herpes, she be all depressed and shit like that.
She was so ready to judge us for how many women you slept. It don't matter.
It don't matter. We can
I
do that.
gave her two righteous men, King David, King Solomon. And I guarantee you that woman goes to church. Guarantee you.
Abraham, this is Judges chapter 5, verse 29. And this is divorce speaking. Every woman likes the fucking quote, but don't even live up to it.
The world take a rock and kill it.
She been and killed these bitches. It says her wise ladies answered her, yeah. She returned answer to herself.
Give him a damsel.
Have they not spared? Have they not divided the prey? To every man a damsel or two, man. Because you know what? That's what happens in the spoils of war. A man is in control, and Deborah knew that shit, man. The man is in control. What can you get out of a woman having multiple dicks in her? But death. You don't get no baby out of that shit. A woman having multiple, it's nothing but
It's the, hey, you know what? I was listening to Rush Limbaugh. Somebody jumped on the thing and said, you know, basically Democrats they're against masculine, what do we call it? Toxic masculinity, man. Because we out here being men, telling you what's right, what's wrong, and you guys just can't take it. Now, we wasn't disrespectful, nothing. We just said the vast majority of our women were whores. We didn't even say hoes. We used the correct word, whores. And a whore happened to walk past. It was cut to the heart. And you know what you should have done? You should have repented. But now you talk shit to the man of the Lord, and that's what be our Therefore, you're judged, man. At least the Lord give you a spirit to repent, but that's an old bitch who's stuck in her ways, man. Go ahead.
If I may say, this how you can prove that it's wrong and stuff, because when a man deals with multiple women, you know what I'm saying, he don't act like those women. But when a woman deals with multiple men, she got all those different spirits that she acts like, you know what I'm saying, when she deals with that next man.
I hate our people, man. I'll tell you that. I hate the mass majority of our fucking people because they don't want to listen and they don't want to get right. And then get mad at us because we corrected.
Right, don't know shit. You get mad, you get corrected.
Yeah, when you lie with a woman, what does it say? You have humbled her.
Because you know what? That was the correction back in the ancient world.
I'm gonna tell you this, man. Go ahead, Slack. No, when you like the earth right here, you don't have orange trees, banana trees.
The scripture said don't do that. The
Yeah.
scripture said when you plant something, plant the same seed.
What they call it, an orchard.
Not diverse seeds. Man.
Exactly, and the woman's
Right.
supposed to be like the soil, man.
Right.
So you got all kind of different fucking fruits inside it, man.
Hey, get that, what's the rock, the 25th chapter, man?
I got you.
Yeah, it says she opens her legs to every good. How many women to be honest, I would say none. Because these women don't know how to be fucking women. Go ahead.
This is Rock chapter 23, verse 22. It says, thus shall it go also. Verse 21, it says, this man shall be punished in the streets of the city where he suspected not, he shall be taken. Thus shall it go also with the wife that leaveth her husband and bringeth in an heir by another.
Right. When a man and woman had sex, according to Genesis 24:67, all right, they become husband and wife, man. That's marriage. Sex is marriage, man. All
All right, but a woman laid down with another man and becomes a husband, then she goes to another man, she commits adultery, man. All right?
It says, verse 23, for first she hath disobeyed the law of the Most High, and secondly she hath trespassed against her own husband, and thirdly she hath played the whore in adultery and bought children by another man. So you committed 3 sins by doing one thing.
And what Paul said, you break one sin, you break them all. All right? Yeah, those are all the charges that were brought against her, man. You ended up to
Then you rebelling against the men of the Lord.
Right.
We wasn't, first of all, we wasn't even fucking talking to you.
Right.
We was just reading scriptures.
she got cut. So now you bucked up against the judges.
Right.
That's another offense. You bucked up against your husband, and when it's multiple, and the multiple that you were with, I'm pretty sure you bucked up against, and ultimately you bucked up against.
That's why she's walking down the street lonely by her goddamn self. 58 years old and single. Yeah, bitch, you got a lot of problems with yourself.
I got a degree though. Hey man, yeah, that degree is about to get you women a lot of fucking degrees, man. Over 160. Man, Fahrenheit, man, the Lord's about to burn you motherfuckers up. Hey man, let this bitch Kamala Harris be your downfall, man.
Main bitch, Babylon.
Babylon, man. Hey, but you know what?
She did that woman that made us hot. We was all cool.
Hey, but
Now we a
But
fussy.
what Isaiah 47, the virgin daughter of Babylon sent down dust.
Yeah.
But you know what? The Israelite woman, the so-called black on all 12 tribes, they fear the power. They fear the rulership of Yahweh using men. They fear that, man. Hey, man, we not asking your submission. You will submit on the scriptures, man. All right? You will submit to Yahweh while Yahweh Shai. All right? You will submit to whoever the elect, the 144,000, man. We ain't begging shit, man. All right? You will submit.
Hey, but the Lord is a devil on him too, man, because he let the woman be on top of us right now where we at, man. That's right. So, hey, it's only fair that it's gonna come back right side up.
It's only one time out loud.
Ain't gonna be on top of me. Ain't gonna be no damn matriarchy in the kingdom, man. All right?
Other than that, a woman controlling you and all that, that's out of order, man.
It says,
Out of order, man.
it says in 1 Corinthians 11 and 9, it says that the man was not created for the woman, but the woman created for the man.
Yeah, get that.
This is First Corinthians.
Hey, what the Lord said? Adam wasn't deceived, but it was Eve. She's the weaker vessel. Go ahead.
This is 1 Corinthians 11 and 9. It says, neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. And you gotta also think, when you read Genesis, the 2nd chapter, you know what I'm saying, for the first helpmeet was actually animals before the Lord created the woman. You know what I'm saying? He was the second thought, because they wouldn't meet for Adam, and then the woman came.
Yeah, that's right. That's why they would call a dog man's best friend, because you know beasts were created first. But at the same time, the Lord gave us so I guess you know nowadays the breakdown is that a woman is a female dog because she doesn't fucking listen. Even dogs listen more than you.
But the Lord told him he created him, and she, her, and told him to be fruitful and multiply in Genesis 1.
Why you think it was a spirit that old saying came out, a dog's a man's best friend. Because really, you know, the breakdown is now is that the woman is supposed to be man's best friend. That's somebody that was created according to your same flesh. You women are born out of our same nation. Even you
We're supposed to be helpmates, and you simply not a helpmate.
and you understand the shit that we're going through. Flesh where you come from the same people.
There wasn't no real
But this is the thing, they came from our same flesh, we came out of the same seed line, but yet they still treat us like shit. They done clean as hell, but they still consider us at the bottom and them at the top, as long as they stick with the fucking goddamn
It's like when
crackers.
Ice Cube was on that Fox Soul show, and you had Vivica Fox on there. They said, "Ain't women a part of Black Nation?" Ice Cube was shit. He was like, "You are part of the Black, even though we're not Black. We're Israelite." He said, "You are part of the nation. You are part of the nation." I said, "He said people, women are people, right?" But see, they fear the Israelite woman fear the rulership of the Israelite man. But there's nothing you can do about it, man. All right,
That's better for you anyway.
right.
You look at Esau gave you, and you still can't accomplish shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what he done gave you, and look at our neighborhoods.
Right,
look at
Esau
our
gave
children, man.
college programs, all that shit, man. your boys and stuff.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to watch them because you don't raise these young men.
Emotional little counts,
Emotional
man.
little cats, right? To stand and still the right path, which is this scripture. You put them in a whole totally different wicked path, man. But then you gonna sit there and say, you black men, you built up. What's your excuse? You've been in leadership over us for the last couple of
Since the
years.
Simpsons,
Right, since the 60s.
60s, yeah. They
Right,
had,
50 damn, you had 50 damn years to prove what you got. It didn't prove shit.
right.
But just who a fucking dumb you is.
So the Lord is fat, man.
Right.
It's Jeremiah 31 and 22.
I was just thinking about it.
And let the shoe fit whoever it is, man. We ain't talking about the sincere sisters that's
Right, let's be clear.
Right.
We ain't talking about the sincere sisters of the elect. The hell with the rest of them, they know
Hey,
that.
hey, well, that should be the quiet gang, man. You don't hear much from the quiet gang because the quiet gang is listening.
Right.
Yep, Jeremiah 31, 22. How long will thou go about, O thou black backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man.
Yep. And that's a strange thing, man.
That's how you know we're in the end, man. These women are actually into jobs. Who's the manager? How many places I've been with a woman is the fucking manager?
Shit, they fuck up here.
What the fuck?
Hey, let a young hot nigga come there with you know, the right tools and everything. She will cater to him for the whole workforce, man. She will not separate between job and personal life, man. She bring her personal love life to the goddamn job and piss everybody off.
Hey, well, if you want to
She
know
shows
something,
favoritism.
well, I mean, you know what? The fathers they had to prove it in the dark ages, but just to prove what you're saying is true. The Edomites would intermarry and they were marrying nigga women. So the downfall to that, came to the marriage of a nigga woman marrying an Edomite. And of
Hey,
course,
what is that? Kill that man and take that woman.
Exactly.
Because they gonna raise up Edomites, not Israelites.
Hey,
And even when it came down to the women's civil rights movement and whatnot, what he did, while it would just would have been the man that would have been taxed and stuff. Now it was it was the man, the woman that was taxed in the household. You all could save more money.
Just like too, they gotta say something about, women be witty. They witty in this side because they wicked, man. Yeah, it's wicked, you know what I'm saying? So that's how they can move around when you in this kingdom, man. Everything is a damn scam, man. You get a call on your phone and say scam like every you can't think of nothing.
You're the one who says you ain't got a man. Scared like
You know what I'm saying? So anything that's righteous, man, they anything, it's contrary. So when you try to do the right thing, you will split. You goofy for being that way. No, man, trying to do righteous, that's where you should live, man.
No, man. And like I said, man, we not begging your submission. You will submit, man. And no Edomite terror bears you have it, man. Hey, keep having, man, because guess what's going to happen? Job 27 and 14. If the children be multiplied, it is for the sword, and its offspring should not be satisfied with bread, man. All right, so your terror bear babies are born for total destruction, man. All right? They're Edomites, man. You are the seed of your father, man. They got big problems. They said my son, they Edomite. You ain't scared. Yeah, the scripture said that, man. Why? Because Jacob was presented with the beginning of our nation, man. Jacob was a man. When you was somebody's beginner, you named after, or you descend after a person who started that nation, man. Right? Heavenly Jacob was a man. Right? So Israel, historically, incorrectly, it's a patriarchal nation. Because it was a man, Most High, he was a man to start it, man. Right? Who renamed y'all Israel, man. Alright? So your little terror bears, Edomite babies, or little terror bear Elam babies, or terror bear Moabite babies, alright, man? But this, we talking about Esau, hey, man, they gonna get slaughtered, man. They gonna get their hands dashed against the stone, man. Alright, go ahead, get it.
It's Matthew 13 and 27. So the servants of the householder came and said unto him, Sir, didst not thou sow good seed in my field? From whence then hath it tares? He said unto them, An enemy have done this. The servant said unto him, Wilt thou then that we go and gather them up? But he said, Nay, lest while ye gather up the tares, you root up also the wheat with them.
Right, come, man. What they said, the gift destroys the heart. And Luke 7%.
No, you can walk past, brother.
You so-called black women used to run away from slave masters. Fight for slave masters.
Yeah, I know.
Now you run into it, man. All right? Now you run into it, man. All right? And the weeks are the like the tares on the Edomites, tares for the other nations, man. It's that's the seed of the other nations that put their seed inside the Israelite woman, man. All right? And the wheat are the Israelites, man. All right? But used to fight the slave master. Now you run into it, man. That's how fucked up your head is, man. All right?
He said, let both grow together unto the harvest, and in the time of harvest I will say to the reapers, Gather ye together first the tares, and bind them in bundles to burn them, and gather the wheat into my barn.
Right, so Jay gonna be sifted out, man. Alright? Jay gonna be sifted out, and the tears that's not from nation gonna be destroyed. Alright? Gonna be destroyed. What Jacob told him, government was brother. Then what Esau finished out with slavery. According to the Bible 1 verse 18, that Esau gonna be done with. But the rest of the nation, they're gonna be under bondage. Alright? Ain't no care for care, man.
This is Joel chapter 39, verse 16. It says, She is hardened against her young ones, as though they were not hers. Her labor is in vain without fear, because the Most High hath deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding. So the things that you women do and stuff, you don't even understand that further off and stuff, you're really messing yourself over. This is Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16. It says, Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears. And you Negroes, Latinos, Native, all 12 tribes, when it comes down to the women and stuff, and you all seek to either be joined or have the same power as Esau, where he's gonna go down. You know what I'm saying?
You can't find no repentance. Meaning you can't be saved. That proved in the New Testament that everybody can't be saved. Right? Esau ain't gonna be saved. His little Edomite tear bearers ain't gonna be saved. Alright? And then you got in scripture they talking about 2/3. You got spiritual tears, man. And everybody, like Paul said, everybody Israel ain't Israel, man. Alright? And y'all gonna be destroyed, man, because you put trust in bite, what we call the bite, man. But he gonna get up, he gonna tear all types of shit up, man. He gonna tear you niggas up, man. From head to toe. Yep. Done.
This is Jeremiah. This is Jeremiah 18:22. Let a cry be heard from their houses, and thou shalt bring a troop suddenly upon them. For they have digged a pit to take me, and hid snares for my feet. Yet, Lord, thou knowest all their counsel against me to slay me. Forgive not their iniquity, neither blot out their sin from thy sight. Let them be overthrown before thee. Deal thus with them in the time of thine anger.
I may say, when they said, blot out their sin from thy sight and stuff, Jeremiah put the curse upon them where they could be written in the book of life, man. And King David did the same thing in Psalms 69 chapter, man. You know, he cursed his people where their table should be made a snare. You know, so all these different things of the world and stuff that you want to take part in, and guess what? It's a trap. And I forget where it's at, but it also says that Yahushua is a gin snare and a trap, meaning that you all won't come in and stuff because you're not gonna like the things. You're gonna the ways of the righteous is abomination to the wicked, and the ways of the wicked are abomination to the righteous, man. You know, so I guess what, you all are trapped where you can't come in. You know what I'm saying? And the elect are trapped where the Lord is not gonna let them leave.
This is Jeremiah 51:12. Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon.
Right.
Make the watch strong. Set up the watch. Prepare the ambushes.
Hold on. It said set up the what?
Yep. Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make the watch strong.
Make the watch strong or go to sleep.
Make the watch strong.
Snooze for a fucking year.
Make the watch strong.
Take the goddamn time off and take a vacation.
Make the watch strong.
No, you stand on your post day in and day out and blow the trumpet, man. Go ahead.
That's right. Set up the watchmen. Prepare the ambushes. Yeah. For the Lord have both devised and
They got a van full of policemen. They getting ready to tracks, bro. Yeah. Because now I was just reading the post over there. It's like when we back there. That the Proud Boys leader, he said the order to stand by, to stand back, they receded it, which means they canceled it. So now they just ready to whatever, man. So as we gonna see what the night brings, man. I hope the civil unrest turns up in America, man. All right, so you people can see the true color and the true nature of Esau Edom, man. And I'm telling you this, you niggas ain't ready for those type of guns Esau got. You niggas don't even know how to shoot. All right?
Because a lot of them are linked in with military, so they get the military shit.
Background.
Yeah.
308s, all right? 5.56s, 7.62s, all right? All you need to do is get hit by one goddamn bullet.
Fucking automatic Gatling guns, man. A gun that can fucking tear down a whole house, man.
50 caliber bullet, that's going right there.
Right. And I'm talking about 4.5s. That shit ain't nothing compared to what Esau got, man. Go ahead.
What was that John Wick, they had like full body armor or some shit.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
And they wouldn't even have to use by them because you got the movie Code 8. They just didn't know about it.
Yeah. What the Lord turn us up? We ain't gonna need none of that shit at all, man. The type of glory the Lord's about to give his watchmen, go ahead.
Set up the watchmen. Prepare the ambushes, for the Lord hath both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon.
We're the ambushes, man. We're prophesying the downfall of Babylon before it happens. Now you guys are seeing the writing on the wall, right? Just like ancient Babylon. Now the writing of this book is coming to fruition. You guys go ahead. You go ahead. All right? The writing of this book is coming to fruition, man. These words are being fulfilled. All right? Listen, Israel house was divided and we failed, right? So it was Deuteronomy 30:7. The Lord is putting the curses on our enemies. Now their house is divided and they're gonna fall. They stole Negroes, all right? They kicked Latinos out of their land. They took the Native Americans' land, all right? Now it's time for the so-called white man to go down, man. It's his judgment, starting with his great America, man, all right? Everybody in America is fucking divided right now, man. All right, and for good reason. All right, because this country's been fucking you since the country started. Hey, the Louisiana Purchase, bullshit. They stole the land from the Mexicans, man. All right, what did they do on the reserves? All right, took all the goddamn Native Americans, slaughtered them, and put them on fucking reserves, man. And what did they do to you Negroes? Took you from the west coast of Africa. First of all, they took you from Portugal and Spain, took you from the west coast of Africa, and brought you over here to serve slavery. All right? Because what a lot of people don't know, the Latino tribes went into slavery too. They got slaughtered just like we got slaughtered, man. Go ahead.
Matthew 15:12-25. Yahweh knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation.
Right. Every kingdom that's divided against itself should be brought to desolation. Was Greece divided? Yes. Was Rome divided? Yes. And all those kingdoms came to an end. What makes America any different? Nothing.
This is probably the most race they've ever had. Probably.
Right now, this is the most historic race ever. That's how I know, hey, Babylon's about to go out in a fucking bang, man. Nero ain't about to fucking give up that throne easily.
He said it.
And regardless of the fact, there are higher ups over all these niggas that y'all see in the media. This is Esau's big scam to get a one world government, the new world order out of chaos, pressure from above, pressure from below, so he could get his system started with the RFID chip, man. And they said if Biden get in office, Iran is going to war to Israel. And hey, that's it. That's World War III. That's game over right there, man. But a lot of you niggas don't get into geopolitics, man. A lot of you niggas want to roll up a blunt, smoke your best friend, smoke your best friend's girl, all right? and shoot each other all day. But when it comes to your own heritage, your own nationality, you guys have no idea, man. No fucking idea. So guess what? The Lord is going to give you an idea. And you guys are going to, damn, I should have listened to these niggas standing on the corner at Hyde Park.
But it's funny you said the one thing, because I was just looking at a dead nigga's Instagram the other day. They said, you know, if me and you cool, but we ain't cool like that, and your girl going, I'ma fuck her, bro. And that's one of them, what was the other Capone ass nigga? It's dead. They said that shit.
Hey, man, that's insanity to death, man. Hey, listen, first of all, that's the reason why a lot of you niggas getting smoked anyway. You live by the sword, you die by the sword.
God.
Al, what are them little Chicago niggas that's dead that you niggas look
Al
up?
Capone. I mean, not Al Capone.
Vaughn.
Al Capone.
That's it. You already know who the fuck that was his name, L.A. Capone, man. And that nigga is fucking dead, man. The Lord is about to slaughter you niggas. All you rappers, superstars are dying, man.
Hey, that's some nasty shit anyway, running up in your man's lady. That's like wearing your homie's drawers, man, with shit stains. That shit is nasty, man.
But the type of the mentality that a nigga has is that it's virgin pussy to him because he ain't. That's uncharted territory. That's just fucking wicked, man. Yeah,
So that's what animals do, man.
exactly, man.
That's what animals do.
Hey, don't they call themselves beast savages? You know, hey, the scripture says in Wisdom of Solomon, the 17th chapter, that we had that humans were given 2 extra senses than the animals.
Yep.
So you want to downgrade yourself by calling yourself a savage and a beast.
We have cognitive thought, man. We have reasoning and understanding that it's a sentence after this pleasure. It's
Right.
not just pleasure. There's a sentence.
But hey, that's fucking Jake. They want to get pleased now, but there's a judgment for them.
God.
So although, like the Proverbs say, although that judgment doesn't come right then and now,
Ecclesiastes 8.
it's gonna come. And when it comes, it's gonna be fucking hard, man.
God.
All right?
Because you know what?
Hey,
Salaki.
and even you niggas that's getting smoked and took out right now, the Lord will raise your black ass back up to get smoked again. That's how terrifying the Lord is, man.
Hey, it's Sirach 17 and 5 that y'all mentioned. They received the use of the 5 operations of the Lord, and in the 6th part, replacing his part is in understanding.
Right. And understand. So you should know the good and not the evil. Go ahead.
And in the 7th, speech, an interpreter of the cogitations thereof.
There you go.
The way Jake act, man, you might as well just walk over here and cock your leg up like a dog and piss and shit on the damn floor.
Jake ain't got no regard of life. No nothing.
Hey, and that's why we gonna have it's gonna be 7 women to 1 man, because here on this side, man, you come to a step to a sister and it's just thrown in your head that she's not gonna be your virgin, man. What kind of place is that where you just know automatically she's been with another man already, man?
Yeah.
That's off.
You got any more scriptures?
This is Sirach chapter 4, verse 20. It says, observe the opportunity and beware of evil, and be not ashamed when it concerns thy soul. For there is a shame that bringeth sin, and that's the things that you keep above when it comes down to this world.
Right, so if you're worried about your soul, and it says a wise man should fear in all things. So you're going to think about it before you act on it, because there's a judgment that comes with certain things. Go ahead, Mike.
It says, and there is a shame, which is glory and grace. You people look down upon us for what we're doing and stuff. 1 Peter 4:1 and stuff, you count our lives madness. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? We're going to receive glory. You're going to get the same glory as Yahweh Shai when you come back, man. And that's going to be that wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, man. You know what I'm saying?
Strange about salvation.
Well, you know what the Lord got on the last day, man. The scriptures is fulfilling right now before your eyes. Right. It's being fulfilled. The economy's going down. People angry. It's racial strife.
Uproars.
The uproars. The economy. Hey, the economy been inflating since 1970s, the late 70s, man. So it stopped being about silver and gold. We think it's gonna last forever, man. All right. And nations are threatening America to drop missiles on them, man. That didn't happen 50 years ago, man. Everybody's afraid of America. Now. Nobody's afraid of America.
Shit, you can even say 30 years ago, man.
Yeah, 30 years ago, man. Even when he came down to Barack Obama, when he made a decree that he was going to legalize homosexuality and stuff, every other country was like, we ain't dealing with it. Yeah, man.
And that shows you that they full of deceit. Because you know, at least Trump said he wasn't with it. You know, he said it directly, he wasn't with it. But you had Biden and you had Obama, who all said that they weren't with homosexual marriage. But now they're saying that they are. And they're saying that they never said that.
It's their agenda that they pushing.
Exactly.
Hey, that's the spirit of Babylon.
Yeah.
They call it the free world. Free to do as you please. What else the Crowley say? Do what thy will.
Do what thy will.
That's the
Obey
free
your
world,
thirst.
man.
All right. Hey, then Revelation 11:8 had to be filled.
With Aleister Crowley.
It said this place. It said what? This place. It says the dead bodies not to see. And it says
The great city called us
the great
Egypt.
city called spiritually Sodom. Egypt is
Well, Revelation 11 and 8.
Sodom. Yeah. All right.
A lot of you
So they
niggas
have to be
dead,
fulfilled, man. And it happened. It really started kicking off in the 90s with the MTV era and all this shit. Around that year 2014 when they legalized.
Well, they was weird in the 70s.
Yeah, the 70s.
That disco
It's been
era.
weird for a long
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
man.
It's been weird for a long time. I mean, like,
The Sons of Bel Air.
right, but you know what? But
Yeah.
it's been like, it's now in the open.
Right, Con, I know what
Like
you're
it
saying.
was.
Yeah.
Con.
All right.
That's like and you know what else they tried to how they moved it in on Jake was with Martin and Shanae and all that bullshit. Yeah. Cause you didn't know as a shorty, you watching it, okay, he dressed like a woman, you laugh, but you ain't know what they when you watching now, you like that shit was wickedness, man.
It was complete wickedness. And then through LTV, they pushing that. They pushing what they call promiscuity.
Being promiscuous, man.
Right, promiscuous, man. Right, they pushing that. At the same time, they pushing the sodomy thing, man.
Con. So they all together.
They all together, man. And then the scriptures had to be fulfilled, man. Then I think around 2014, they legalized marriage between men and men, or woman and woman, man. With that prophecy in Revelation 11 verse 8, has to be.
Don't say that. They too young.
Right?
Don't do it.
That's the spirit right there. Hey, that's the spirit. Them little,
A little thing.
yeah, that's the spirit right there. Cause they chasing them little boys right there, man. You know.
They the career was on the arrows.
Yeah, that's what they doing right now. The spirit been heavy,
Look how they
man.
dress.
Con. You know.
And so with that, hey, we're gonna give all honors and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, the great millstone, salutations to the elect, wherever you may be. Abad, Babal, Abad, Babal.